Hello and welcome to another episode of Changeling the Dreaming. Dreams over New York City. So today we have Dawn and Finn. Or Zeal, I'm sorry. They're going through the city. They just had quite an interesting time and they happened to wander into the Bronx.
You don't
Almost
know that.
almost like fate. Sorry.
Oh, my bad. I thought you was done. I'm sorry. All right. Zeal don't know she's in the Bronx. Zeal's just kind of driving around. And she'll look over to them and say, "I'm quite sorry about that. It looks like I wasn't even scheduled at the pub tonight. I guess I just read my schedule wrong. It's all right though. Hey, it don't look like we're in Manhattan right now.
Because we're in Bronx.
Oh, all righty. Well, it looks certainly very nice. There's not even any dirt roads here.
I would be surprised if there were.
Oh, are we in the? Is this New York's bad part of town?
Not exactly. I mean, only if you get to the certain parts.
Oh, all right, all right.
So as you guys are walking down the street, it's getting kind of late. Um, you guys see a couple of Fae running around the streets. Um, most of them seem to be heading into like the houses lined up on the streets. However, every thing that you see, every changeling is a commoner. They are all of commoner kiths, and none of them carry any heraldry or any sign that they are anything but commoners.
Zeal smiles and waves to them.
Some of them wave back, but most of them seem to be in a hurry to get home, as it were.
A lot of hustle and bustle tonight, it seems.
I mean, it's New York. It's kind of the usual thing around here. No?
I
People are
suppose.
trying to get their home.
Their spouses must be quite beautiful. If they're in that much of a hurry.
You feel Zeal, you feel a hand like tugging on your sleeve.
She looks down.
There's a probably like a 7 or 8 year old boggin girl like pulling on your sleeves urgently.
Hey there, child. How's it going? Everything all right?
You guys aren't from around here, are you?
Well, he is. I cannot say that I am.
She looks over to Finn and looks at him like she's seeing if she recognizes him, then shakes her head. I don't know. I don't recognize him, but to be out here at night, you guys should run.
Well, what seems to be the issue? Does your baron have a curfew or something along those lines?
She shakes her head. No, but nobody's seen the Baron or his people in a while. nothing like that.
Wait, wait, what? Not any of his knights or his household? None of them?
She shakes her head. No, no. There's been, and she kind of shudders. There's been people. They're like us, but they're not. And one of them tried grabbing my brother. Mom and Dad scared him off, but
All right.
and she kind of goes silent.
Yeah, no, Zeal's now getting a little serious. Now she's getting like, all right. She's gonna kneel down in front of the little girl and ask, "Tell me, hon, you're telling us we need to get home. We big and strong though. Where are you going? You got anywhere?"
And she points to a house, the right like 2 houses down from where you guys are standing. I was heading home, but I saw you guys standing here, and you didn't look like you were here, like you've been here a while. So I thought I'd let you know.
All right. Thank you. I know it's just right there, but if it's that unsafe, then let's make sure you get into your door safely.
She nods and starts walking towards her door, her house.
Zeal will walk with her, not like right up next to her, but making sure that she gets in okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you open the door, when she knocks on the door, a large troll woman opens the door and pulls her in, narrows her eyes, and then nods her thanks and shuts the door. And you hear the click of a lock.
People here are quite hospitable.
Something's wrong.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Something is deadly wrong.
Maybe we should head to the local freehold, see what's what.
Good idea. Let's make our way up there.
So you guys make your way through the city. You follow some chimerical that are put up that point towards the baronial seat. It's about 45 minutes of walking to get there. And by the time you get there, it is there's still people walking around. Obviously, no fae that you can see running around. The baronial seat is in what looks like an old brownstone. It's even got like a gate and everything. It's kind of the nicer part of town, the richer part of town, I should say. And the gates, there's nobody at the gates. There's nobody there at all. You can see like the freehold itself. You can feel the glamour of it past the gate.
Okay. Can we open this gate or?
When you push on it, it opens. Yes, it just creaks open.
The freehold does not look like it's been attacked, has it?
No.
Okay. That being said, though, the peace tie is just all of a sudden not there anymore. As she starts making her way, guiding kind of along still.
Okay. So as you make your way through the little courtyard, there's nothing really out of place here. The garden that's right there looks a little unkempt, but nothing really out of the ordinary.
Doesn't look like the freehold's been hit up. This is confusing. I'm worried.
Freehold in New York. This empty. Something's not right. You can walk into a freehold 5 a.m. in the morning and it would be bustling. Yeah, something's not right.
So do you guys actually go to enter the freehold?
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. So as you push open the unlocked front door, it creaks open slowly, and you're greeted with the sight of a elegantly appointed but completely empty hallway that leads towards another set of glass doors, which appear to lead to the back gardens.
Yeah. Upon entering the freehold, no one was there to greet them or anything.
Nope.
So it's out.
Okay.
That
There are ways that branch off from this one. Sorry.
I think I should start carrying my main sword around from now on. Here I was trying to be as non-threatening as possible, and obviously I have a need for a much bigger blade. And she will start moving forward.
This place wasn't like this the last time I left.
Yeah. Deal will move forward. She's going to go to the back into the back gardens. As she does so, she's going to be checking her hallways, making sure that nothing's going to blindside them.
Okay. The first hallway that you look down, you don't see anything. There's a few doors leading off of it that leads to the end of the hallway with a vase on it, on a nightstand sort of thing. The second hallway that you look down, though, you see a very pale hand pointing out of one of the, reaching out one of the open doors, like someone's inside of it, but the hand isn't moving. It isn't even shaking. It's just completely still.
Zeal will kind of pull Finn a little bit. Well, not pull him, but just hold him. Hold on, I see something. A hand sticking out of a doorway, not moving. And Zeal's going to make her way towards that hand.
Okay. Okay. So as you, sorry, I'm trying to spell something. As you get to where the hand is, you look at in the doorway, and you see what appears to be a knight in full armor, made of what appears to be made out of marble. It's a very well made statue. All the little details on his face and everything.
Does it look like he was turned? Does it look like this was an actual knight that was turned into a marble?
You can probably infer that.
Okay.
May I touch the knight and roll Greymare?
Go for it.
Would my acute senses working on this? Perception, perception Greymare?
I'll say. Well, what are you specifically looking for? Is it something magical or something more mundane?
Magic.
I'd say no, if you're looking for something magical.
Okay. That's fine. 10. I got nothing.
You can't really just detect anything noticeable about this magic as you're, running your hand over the frozen night.
And then he's gonna turn to Zeal and say, "No lingering residue."
So this is just a statue of a knight.
Maybe understands anything. Wait, let me try something else. And what he's gonna do is he's gonna start knocking on the this statue, like different parts, and listening to see it's like if it's hollow inside, if there's something in it, or something like that.
When you're knocking on it, the sound it makes, it sounds like it's completely solid.
No, this probably is just a statue then.
All right.
Okay, so really quick, I'm going to zoom over to Anthony so we can begin his chrysalis.
I are
So
here.
a quiet night in the Bronx. Awesome. It's been a quiet night. He's been, probably had a lot on his mind lately. Gone out for a walk. What it's really strange is as he's walking, the streets. It's late enough at night that it's dark, but it's not like unreasonably late at night. He keeps seeing like flashes of movement at the very edges of his vision. But when he goes to look at them, he can't see anything there. There's nothing there.
Malcolm. Is it alright if I describe the scene a little bit, like what Malcolm's doing right now and all that?
No, you're good. Go for it.
Okay. So Malcolm, he recently just lost, and came in last at this figure skating competition, and he's at this rank, and we'll just say the rank is in the Bronx, and he is he's upset, but more so he's one of those overly emotional people who takes every criticism and every hardship with tears and anger. So the more he's in his head, the more his practicing seems to suffer, seems to go back in this really awkward awkward state. It looks as if he's either trying too hard. Uh, his head obviously isn't in it, and it seems pretty Spartan that his body is like being flung up against the rink as he tries to gracefully leap into the air, and then you just see his body kind of crumble against the wall. It it's frustrating and painful to watch, but he seems to be in that manic, that angry mindset where he really isn't making much sense, but he's making sense to him, so that's all that matters.
Gotcha. As he's practicing, really strangely, there's like, as he's, in this angry, manic mood, he's getting hit with just flashes of just really strange scenes that just, are there for like a split second. He sees them like in his mind's eye, and then they're gone. Like he sees a tall with glistening sunlight, sunlight glistening off the roof for a split second, probably right as he leaps, and that that's part of what messes up his jump. That sort of thing is happening very only a couple of minutes in between each time, but it's starting to get faster and faster the longer he's practicing.
The more and more as the practicing is going, at this point Malcolm is pouring sweat. He doesn't look like himself. There's blood dripping out of his forehead. It's clear that he needs to stop and probably come to terms with what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost that undeniable frustration that is happening, that's tugging, that's pulling, that it can't end this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, Joey.
I was just agreeing with you because you
Okay.
keep going. You're good.
And with that, he seems to every now and then someone will walk by and offer praise, and you will see a angry tear-streaked face that's upset that you would even call that performance remotely good, that you would even deign to like say something like that. And he will once again start moving. It's clear that his body is starting to protest. And with that, the ice flakes falling off his body and his skin, he will sort of pass in the middle of the ice rink and just heave and put his hands on his face.
Okay. As this has been going on, the flashes of these strange images have been getting faster and faster as he's been going on, to the point where he's getting them every few seconds at this point.
With this, Malcolm's just going to assume that either he isn't trying hard enough, or either that, or he probably needs some water. So with that, rub his head, body sort of stuck to the ice that's on the ground, peel himself up off the ground, skate, look for some water. Maybe he needs to rest right now.
Okay. So as he reaches like the edge of the rink to go search for some water, there's a very tall, pale man. He's just watching. He just has his hands politely clasped in front of him. Like this man is unnaturally tall. Like he's probably about 7 feet tall and thin as a stick.
Mm-hmm.
As politely as Malcolm steps off the rink and says, "Would you like some water? Back here if you do." And his voice is sorry. You keep going.
With that, he will kind of shake his head like ardent, not ardently, but in a way where it feels like it should be an obvious question. That yes, I need water.
Mm-hmm. Right, and then him going to get water for just a minute to run back to our other PCs. So Zeal and Finn, you guys have been searching the house a bit more in this time. Well, and you've found probably about 30 other statues throughout this house, in various states of looking like they were in the middle of doing something.
Yeah, Zeal's pretty much standing thing is don't fuck with the statues in any way. Like don't like break them or like
Mm-hmm.
damage them. Zeal is pretty sure those were people.
And as you guys are, oh, sorry.
Like, if she's wrong, then she's wrong. But better to be safe than to be sorry.
Mm-hmm. As you guys are going through the house, make me a perception kenning roll, please. Difficulty 7.
Ooh. Goddamn.
Perception kenning?
Yes.
Hold on. Let me make a Steam thing for this.
Would the any of the acute senses work on this?
I'm gonna say no, since it's a kenning roll, and the way what this is going off of isn't really a sense. It's like the sixth sense sort of thing.
Gotcha. I have 3.
Right? We'll let Tim roll as well.
Oh, I was setting up the same thing.
Do we have a Discord by any chance?
We do.
Okay, somebody link me that.
On it.
I have 0, unfortunately.
Okay. So Finn is sensing, that kind of weird sense the base of your neck that changelings get sometimes. There's a lot of glamour starting to well up fairly near the freehold, like enough to rival this baronial freehold. It's very similar to what he experienced, to what he sensed yesterday.
Seal,
Yes.
something's going down.
Something else? Or...
Something else. We need to move.
Alright, where are we going?
And he's going to follow this feeling of glamour pulling up, and he's going to find Zeal's hand and put it on his shoulder. And he's going to lead the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nope, that's a wall. That's a wall. There you go.
Okay. So you guys you guys leave the baronial freehold, and go down probably 10, 15 minutes worth of walking before you reach a little ice skating rink.
Okay.
There's 2 people like in the area of the skating rink. Tall man who you guys see looks surprisingly like a she, except his skin is.
Did you cut out? Or are you trying to think of the word?
No, I must have cut out. His skin is kind of glowing, just very faintly. Well, the other man is getting water, and you can even at this rate, without even a roll, you can sense the glamour coming off of Malcolm in waves.
And Finn, without turning his head from the source of glamour, he's going to say, "Give me the rundown, please."
Oh, what was it he said? Sorry.
He said, give me the rundown, please."
Well, we are in a skating rink. Ice skating rink. And there is a... fairly attractive brother over there. The beanie on.
Yep, he has the beanie. Looks exactly like that. His jeans look a little stained crimson, and he seems to be gulping down this water. he'll look up and say, "Excuse me, this is for practice. If you need to make reservations, you'll have to come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. The receptionist will be here."
The Asian woman that is speaking to Malcolm, she talks with a very heavy Southern accent, but not heavy enough for it to be comical.
I don't know.
Oh, well, I certainly apologize. Doors were open. I figured it was open to the public.
No, this is it's one of those. He looks as if he's trying, and you've ever looked at somebody that's had a really rough day and they just look emotionally drained? Like his
Yeah,
eyes are kind of like bloodshot. It's just like it's really hard to people right now, but I'm peopling. Like as um, I'm sure, right? He'll go and like with one of the metal bars, metal like brochure packets. Like these are our rates. I mean, I'm not an admin here, but this is usually what happens. Um, this is a small rink, so we're gonna say no more parties larger than 30, maybe 50. It's undergoing renovations.
So as you're talking to them, Malcolm, you could have sworn for having something that the guy standing next to this woman had. For a second, you could have sworn you saw that, but if you look back to check, no, he's got normal legs.
He will, at any rate, he will go. He will squint and reach into his duffel bag. Just remove his contacts. Maybe this is his body telling him, "All right, stop." So he's take out sports contacts, put on your glasses, make sure your eyes are resting properly, and zip up the bag, kind of chuck it on one of the nearby seats, if you'll excuse me. And with that, he makes his way back onto the ice, signaling the conversation is over.
actually, right before he goes, Zeal will say, well, the woman, she'll say, actually, I was a bit worried. You seem like you've been through a bumpy road of a day. Everything all right?
I don't know you. What do you want?
I don't want anything. That's people from New York are very direct, I suppose. All right. It's nothing I really want. Just worried about you.
Why are you worried about me? You don't even know me.
Do I
Are
need to?
you? Look, I know we've had issues with people trying. Are you trying to sell me something? I went through my Christian phase. I'm not in the mood right. With all due respect, ma'am, I am not in the mood today.
I'm not selling you anything, nor am I really trying to get you to go to church. I stopped going a long time ago.
All right. Not to be rude, I need to finish practicing. I, if you are hell bent on staying here, then don't steal anything. Don't take anything. Just take a seat. I need to practice.
Fair enough.
And as you're going back out on the ice, Anthony, Malcolm's boil is beginning to appear.
Malcolm's what is beginning to appear?
The voil, his chimerical outfit that he gets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Um, he's just obviously it's like why today? And with that and go over to his go over to the musics and like start shuffling through. Start the music back at the top, and he's gonna try again. Like,
Okay. The tall, pale man. You see, Malcolm sees him going over to walk over to the other two as he begins skating,
mhm.
and Zeal sees a tall, pale-looking she, walking up to her with a very friendly, if a touch sinister, smile.
Salutations.
First, I'm afraid you're going to have to leave.
Why is that?
He says, "I'm very sorry."
He says, what? I'm sorry?
He says, "I got here first. You're going to have to leave," in a very quiet voice.
And Finn is going to say, on whose?
None you need to worry about, traitor. And then you guys can see movement behind him.
Making their way towards Malcolm.
There's two people who look like trolls, but their skin isn't blue. It's the color of rock.
Yeah. Zeal's gonna stand up at this point. She was gonna be super chill, but no, it's on now. She just stands up. She's not pulling up yet. She's not swinging, but she is gonna say, "I'll ask you one time, then, good sir. If you and your boys step down, I'll get that man somewhere safe, and I'll forget this happened."
He actually laughs, and it's a loud laugh, loud enough for practicing. And he says, "I don't think that will be necessary. We don't have anything to fear from your kind, cousin."
Darling, then, I suppose.
He just smiles. "Make what assumptions you will." And Malcolm, as you see these two hulking men start walking towards you, somehow managing to walk on the ice fairly steadily. You're actually seeing them for what they are now. Tall, about 8 feet tall, bulging muscles, with granite-colored skin, just trudging across the ice towards you. As you realize you're hovering about an inch off the floor.
You with that sudden realization, Malcolm is going to assume that he was doing a pretty routine triple axel. It's not hard. You kind of just go in the air, you land properly. The tricky part is looking pretty while you do it. And he's just going to assume that he's delirious, and he is just going to fall and slide on the ice. Like,
Yep.
And he's gonna look up like, what is that? Like pretty loudly. Like,
Zeal's going to say, "Finn, can you hear him stumbling? Get him."
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
As soon as Zeal says that, Finn is going to drop his cane and...
Okay, make me a Dex athletics roll, please, to stay on the ice, to run on the ice without slipping and falling.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm assuming that Zeal and this Subartal are going to have a motherfucking duel right now.
That is...
Okay, yep. 3 successes, you are perfectly capable of running across this ice. Slide a few times, but nothing major, and you still manage to slide towards him.
And he's going to stand in front of those two, and he's going to be like, now, boys, you wouldn't hit a blind guy, would you?
Right. So, Anthony, how's Malcolm reacting to this pretty weird sequence of events, especially now that the dude with the goat legs and the pretty bitchin' horns is like standing in front of him?
I'm not involved in this. It's clearly time to call the cops. So I asked them politely. Obviously, these are fucking. This escalated long before. So, as like a sane human, I'm going to run to my bag to grab my phone and dial 911. Like,
So, yeah, right as you reach into your bag is when your face soul of Apollon the Bright just says, "Oh, here's a nice little soul. Here's a nice little body," and pops into your body.
okay. All right. With this, Apollon will. He holds his head because this is jarring. This isn't quite right, and he's going to hold his head and look up and kind of stretch his body and crack his hands. So ugly. What in the filth? Look, like you can see the obvious muscle definition in this alien being as he looks and he says, first he's going to look at the Seder. And
Yeah.
do you have any heraldry? This is important.
Heraldry?
Yes, because this is about to get hella disrespectful.
Oh no! Oh no!
I would say that he's very heavily tattooed, and there's like a House Skatich logo tattooed somewhere in the middle of those somewhere.
Oh boy.
Apollon will look, and he will take his wings will outstretch, and he's gonna say, "You, common one, what is the meaning of this?
And
Why are they here?"
when you call up to him, you're gonna notice like he turns to you, but he's not looking at you. He's more of like, you know, when a blind person turns his head to like get your ear on you
hmm
when you call up to one. Yeah, he's doing that. You'll also notice that he has a blindfold over his eyes.
Brother, I should know this, but I am offended that there are common people in my domain.
Oh, dude. As Finn turns to look at Apollon, one of the ogres lifts his fist and just back to punch at him as the Svartal growls at Zeal and just bolts.
Gut instincts. That punch ain't gonna land.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Zeal was ready for a duel with the Sabartal. The Sabartal leaves her.
He darted like he's running towards Apollon. So I think this is where we should roll initiative.
Hell yeah. Because
Oh yeah.
Zeal may be silly, but she'll totally stab someone in the back.
Not
Beautiful.
silly at all. I love it.
What?
Oh my god! Wow.
Bruh.
I love it. Never change. This is 4 plus 2.
Okay. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, I rolled wrong. Oh, dear. And
And then did you roll yet, John? I didn't see.
Yeah, I'm at 6.
Okay. Okay. So let me just throw that in, and I will post the initiative order. Goes on, then Zeal, then the ogres, and the Svartal, and then Finn. So it's your move, Anthony.
oh dear.
Yeah, we all roll shitty.
No. Um, this is awful because I will. One thing that everyone will notice is that it seems that there's something wrong with his wings, as they should theoretically be white, but they're dripping blood. And he look. You ever look at somebody that this should be beautiful, but you just look straight up fucking terrifying?
Yeah, most angels in the Bible.
Like they talk about these type of angels in the Bible. It's like, oh, it's cute, it's a cherub. Like, no, this is obviously a sentinel from heaven, and that he's come to kill everyone.
Yeah.
With that, yeah, fuck it. He is going to unleash Wayfair.
Oh, God damn. Just, okay. Roll
It
that
was
E
more.
footage.
It was more of like it wasn't a request. Like he said, everyone get the fuck out, and then people are like trying to square up. It's like, obviously, you didn't underhear what the fuck I said. Like, out.
Get it.
So, I love Arcadian shit.
It's ham, full ham.
So, it's if I have it's you roll your nightmare dice. You automatically get 1 nightmare dice,
Yes.
and
You
you
roll
roll
glamour plus nightmare dice. Yes.
glamour plus nightmare dice.
At diff 7.
Okay. Oops. Oddly enough, that succeeds.
But you do overcast it.
Okay.
So what happens is
Tell me what happens.
I was just making a note on your character sheet so that you know you have a nightmare dice.
No, that's fine.
So what happens is as he unleashes, you feel the waves of energy come off of him. Everyone gets out, but everyone, that means everyone. So Apollon and everyone is suddenly now on the roof of the ice skating rink.
Yeah.
And they're about 10 feet in the air above the roof, actually.
So you're telling me my fight with the Savartal has become a rooftop duel?
Yes.
Alright.
I will say it's a free action is that I'm in the air because wings.
Pretty much, yeah. And Zeal, it's your action. You are falling.
Can I make it to that fucking Savartal and stab him?
Make a dexterity athletics to see if you can. You can need at least 3 successes to intercept him in the air as you're
Alrighty.
falling.
Three successes.
All right. You're able as you're falling to get to him, and you can make a free attack as you pretty much positioned your sword as you were falling towards him.
Alright, is his back still to me?
Nope.
Okay, so I don't get the flank. Alrighty. I was going to say.
How ham is this going to get today? Somebody's about to get flung off the roof.
3 successes on the back.
It's gonna be good.
I'm just thinking right now, like, should I go plus ultra again? That
Do
kind
it.
of seems to become my like signature.
Alright, and then. Yeah.
Mhm.
There goes 4 lethal.
All right, he is wearing some armor, so let's see how much of that he soaks. He takes 2 lethal.
Yep, as. I'm not gonna lie, Zeal does a fucking spin like she's fucking using 3D maneuver gear and just slashes at this dude
Okay.
straight out of Attack on Titan. It's just unusually quiet. That's probably something Apollo will notice.
That's fine.
Well, fights almost silent.
Right, it is the first ogre's action. He's going to try, as he's falling, he's going to try and punch at Finn. He's going to try and finish that punch. And he misses, because they need at least 3 successes to hit you as he's falling. The second ogre's action. He is going to attempt to do the same thing. These aren't very smart. It's pretty much monkey see, monkey do. And he also misses. Which brings it to the Svartal, who's like, okay, nope. And he's unleashing.
Fuck! Alrighty!
See, he's unleashing Wayfair, though. He's also unleashing Wayfair. Ugh. He's like, nope, I'm getting out of here. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Oh, did he just flee from Apollo? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, he killed
Drew that blood. Zeal drew that blood. She wants that ass now.
So both Apollon is weirded for 4 rounds,
Mhm.
and Svartal is weirded for 5. So you have 5 rounds to permanently kill this dude.
Uh,
Now it's Finn's action.
Okay, you know what? I'm going full fucking anime. I don't even care
Do it.
anymore.
Do it.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the spinning kick move,
Mm-hmm.
and as like they fall down to the rooftop, he's gonna nail this motherfucker into the rooftop with that kick,
Okay.
which is to both just to annoy both Tim and Anthony,
okay.
is the Lion Barrage move of Sasuke.
God damn it!
I fucking. Alright. Alright. I've been stunned out of profanity. That's a first. Wait!
I need at least 3 successes, right?
Yes, you need at least 3 successes to hit.
Oh, fuck me.
1 off.
Damn.
Fuck me.
Ooh, baby.
However, at this, as it is now the start of the round, everyone except Apollon, who is flying, is now officially on the rooftop.
Alright. Do we take any damage from the fall?
It was only 10 feet, so you all were able to land without injury.
Alrighty.
It's Apollon's action.
Servital, is he here?
Oh, yes, he is still here. He's looking kind of stunned with his hand on the hilt of a blade that is being drawn from his coat.
See, you didn't listen, because the action would have been different if you fled. Because it would have been like a lot of pussy ass bitch fight me. I will say, since we're on the roof, uh, can you roll a fake dice to see if there's like a pole or like a pipe or something on the roof?
Just roll a d2. On one, on one there is, on the two there isn't.
Okay,
Damn it, there is not.
gotcha. With that, is any of them? Is anybody armed currently? Like what is Zio holding? Oh God.
She is just holding a short sword. That looks to be all she has right now.
And the satyr has a sword on his back, but he didn't draw it yet.
Well, I'm going to split my action,
Oh my god,
Okay.
he's gonna steal this sword.
and he is going to die for the sword on your back, and then he is going to clash with the fucking she.
Okay. I'm gonna say Dex larceny for the to steal the sword. Since you are flying, you get +2 dice on it.
Okay.
Because you're flying in from behind.
3 successes.
Then his action to try and avoid it.
You can try
So
to
you
avoid
get
it.
Oh no, like his attention is completely focused on the guy in front of him.
Okay.
I mean,
And then
it's not gonna surprise him, but he needs to stop that motherfucker first.
and then make your attack roll on the Svartal.
Okay.
Unless you were attacking Zeal.
No.
Okay.
I was gonna be like, oh, all right.
The common one is half correct, even though she doesn't have the radiance of the gods. But this one shall fall.
Beautiful. Just full ham.
What happened to your majesty? What did you do?
That's gonna be a conversation with Apollo.
So you're half correct. Oh my god, it's gonna be great. Oh god, it's gonna refer to the character as not a she. Oh god. Alright, so wait, so that is it a longsword? Question.
It is a katana.
Really?
So if you're using it one-handed, it's gonna be +2 lethal. If you're using it three-handed, it's gonna be three-handed. Wow. If you're using it two-handed, it's gonna be 3 lethal.
Alright. So that is okay. One success to hit because one's take away.
Yep. But he is not dodging. So you managed to hit. There's just no rollover.
Okay. So that is 2. Okay. Too lethal.
2 lethal, you said?
Too lethal.
Okay. He soaks 1, so he takes another lethal.
Stand and fight, you fucking coward!
Alright.
Murderous mane is flaring. You see the sun in his eyes. He is going ham.
Get it. It is your action now, Tim.
Okay. So this dude's wearing armor. Is his neck exposed?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
His
Roll for that.
coat is what appears to be his armor. Okay, +3 diff, or +2, I should say.
Oh, I was gonna say hell. Do I have the flank on him because it's me and Apollo hitting him?
You get side flank.
I'll take it. There's 3 successes.
All right, he's going to spend his action to try and parry.
Alrighty. Damn! Alrighty.
Damn. Yeah, he parries it. So basically, what happens is he's just barely, he just got hit by a pawn. He just barely yanks the dagger out of his jacket and barely manages to just slash Zeal's blade out of the way.
The
right
question
before she
is
hits
it going
him.
to riposte though?
Because he is so thrown off right now. He was not expecting a fight. Like, he was thinking, we're just gonna roll in here and steal this baby she and be like, okay, we're good. And then he's like, fuck.
Yeah, no, he saw the scaffold rolling and he was like, well, okay, I guess we're fighting.
All right, the first ogre is gonna try and grapple. Name's Finn. He's gonna try and grapple Finn.
Alrighty, let's go.
Two successes to try and put him in a grapple. Is he going to attempt to dodge?
No. He just
Okay,
did the biggest mistake.
okay. He's got you grappled.
Okay.
Second one, he's going to pull out a gun
Oh, shit. Alright.
and he's going to attempt to shoot Zeal. All right. Luckily, these guys aren't the best shots.
What the
Not the
fuck?
best shot. Not the best shot. You said click, click.
He rolled 3 10s out of 4 dice. He doesn't have a specialty, Tim.
Huh?
I said at least he doesn't have a specialty.
Shit, right? Was
How
that
much
the
damage is
attack
it?
roll or damage roll?
That was the attack roll.
Okay.
Let me see. Revolvers are only like, what are revolvers damage? Storytelling, dreaming is that what I need. Where the? Aha.
There you go.
Find it.
This could get bad. This could get real bad.
I'm looking for the damage. I don't want to screw you out of surviving.
I think for a normal revolver, it's like 5.
Yeah, if it isn't a heavy revolver, it's 5. If it's a heavy revolver,
Yeah.
it's 6.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, it's a light revolver, so it's only 4.
Okay. That's fine. Even if it's 7 lethal, I can heal from that. If he rolls all fucking successes, which he might, considering, fuck.
4 lethal. Right
4
as it
lethal.
hits Zeal right in the shoulder.
Yep.
And it is on to Finn's action.
Wasn't it on Silvertall?
He spent his action parrying.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy's just holding me up. He's close. He fucked up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to death strike right to his neck.
Go for it.
Okay, so like I'm in pretty close, and he's like holding me up so he can't defend. Do I get any bonuses?
Say no bonuses, but he can't defend.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, that's correct. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay, roll damage for rollover.
Okay, let me check the damage on that again.
It is +2 lethal.
Uh, do I get a damage bonus on attacking the neck?
+3.
+3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 2, 3, 5. Okay.
And then John's just like, I just punched this dude's head right off his neck.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 lethal to his neck.
5. Ones don't subtract from damage rolls. Or so.
Then
Okay.
it's 5 lethal right to his neck.
Okie dokie. You snap his neck. You just punch his neck and snap his neck. Like he goes straight down. And it's back up to Bond's turn.
Whose turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. Apollo. Apollon. Apollo. Ghost fight both. Whoa. Takes the sword. Move to see if he can get the flank on the sheath that should dare violate his domain. The other one is helping and has exactly 5 minutes to explain themselves.
Right? So go ahead and roll Dex Athletics Reflexive to see if you can get around to the side for the side flank.
Okay.
If you roll 5 for an exceptional success, you get rear flank.
Okay. Monster. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Do I get any bonuses for having wings?
Say +1 dice.
Gotcha. So I have to get 5 successes in order to get the flank?
So you get the rear flank. As long as you get at least 2, you get the side flank.
Okay. 3.
Yep, you got side flank. And now you can make your attack roll.
How much is side flank? I don't know.
-1 diff.
Okay. So that is... yeah. One, 2, 3 successes if you count deft hands.
Okay, 3 successes. Yep. And he's going to attempt to parry this because holy fuck, why are they killing me? Why are they killing me? They said it wouldn't go like this. Huh? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's a negative, boss. Whoa. How many successes?
He fucking rolled 4 successes. He doesn't have a specialty.
Okay.
It's just like, what the? How? Why do I roll so good when I'm storytelling?
Yeah, that's definitely 4. I fucking missed like a champ. Next person.
Damn. Okay, it is Zeal's action now.
Hey, the upside. Even a parried attack means an opening is left.
Yep.
Zeal sees that neck. Zeal has the flank. Zeal's going for that fucking neck.
Go for it. Exact same as last time.
Spending another willpower to ignore those wound penalties.
Okay. You're on 3 lethal, correct? Or 4?
4. I know, I'm at a -2.
Yep.
But I'm ignoring all that right now. Watch me miss this shit, guys.
Don't make him judge you.
No, there's 3 successes.
Okay. go ahead and roll. It's your weapon damage plus strength plus 3 for hitting the neck.
Oh, it's +3 for the neck? Okay, awesome.
I mean, you're hitting his neck with a sword. Like, I also need John to take another.
That is 6 lethal.
All right, that's enough to kill him.
Yeah. So
take. Okay, explain what you're gonna do.
what it was is as he parries Apollo's hit, the first time Zeal's spoken since the combat started, she just whispers to the Sarbartol, "It would do you well to not turn your back to Ascatha." As she literally just slits his fucking throat on the rooftop.
Okay, take a point of temporary banality.
All right. As a question, does this count as an adventure?
I'd say yes. This counts as an adventure.
I'm a wilder. I'm immune to that.
Okie dokie.
Same here. Wilder.
Awesome. Wilders for the win. All right, that leaves one ogre left.
Yeah, she is gonna hold the Sarbartol's body up though, as like a shield against the fucking.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end this with my signature.
Okay.
There's one more. There's still the one with the gun left, and it's his action. He's gonna go for a gunshot at the crazy bitch who just fucking like slit the throat of the other dude. He's like, what?
I have the Sarbartol up. There's a Sarbartol in between me and his gun.
Okay, that's right. That'd only be one success then. Because I'd say a body-sized shield would be +2 diff. Okay.
Human shield.
Ironically, very she-like.
That is still.
Yes.
Do you have? Don't you have armor with your bulletproof jacket?
Yes, but that's chimerical. Although, Zeal does have some pretty tough clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that works. If not, she'll be in cap and not dead.
Go for it.
Just barely. She's down, but not dead.
Okay. And then it is Finn's action. You just saw your knight get shot and go down. Or, well, you didn't see, I'm sorry. You heard the gunshot and heard her body hit the ground.
Okay. Let me answer that with this. This is happening. This is happening.
I hate you so much.
This is happening right now.
It's like you were directly shit out of an anime, and this fucking erases me.
He's using a well-delivered punch as a bunk, and he's using Wayfair 1 on this motherfucker.
Okay. So is the punch intended to do damage or just to be the bunk?
Bunk.
I'm not going to make you roll to hit then.
Okay. And you know what? I'm spending a point of willpower and a point of glamour.
Okay.
So I'm at difficulty what?
Okay, so I'm going to say -1 for that. What's your affinity's nature? Okay, this is your trademark. It's going to be another -1 for that. So it's -2 in total. So diff 8, diff 6 with diff 6 with an auto success.
Okay. Here goes. 2 successes.
All right. So that is. He won't be harmed by the fall. Flying into the air. The ogre is like 2 stories up. And for now, you guys are out of combat.
Oh no, I'm waiting this motherfucker to calm down.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, we're not out of combat. So if he's like in the air, I'm going to use Skycraft 1
Okay. Go for it.
to send him flying through the air.
Kill steal.
Gotcha.
Mad to sad.
Kill steal.
Alright, so, what would that? No, actually, I am just going to do the air around it and not exactly target it. So I
Mhm.
guess that would be. What is that creature considered, in terms of realms?
Oh shit! Let me look at the book. I think Thalane are because it's a Thalane. Where's realms? Realms.
I think Downland are considered 3.
I think I'm a.
Phase 4. Oh dear. It's not that. Um, but even more epically, I will fly up to greet that son of a bitch in the air.
Okay.
Dare run from me, you fucking long neck bitch. Fucking fight me! He just screams and roars. Alright, so I wish there was stunt dice in this game. Fucking makes me sad. uh
Your tens explode.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to hit.
They don't. Tens should explode. Okay, your 10 got canceled.
The one takes care of the 10, so I think it's 4.
Yep, you hit.
Okay. So that's 4 plus 2. 4. No. 4 to hit, so that's 3 plus 2, that's 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. Yeah. That's, yeah, I'm right. Fucking no damage. Unless ones don't take away from damage in your game.
They do not.
Alright, so that's 2 lethal.
Alright. Takes the lethal. As it moves on to. It moves straight to Finn. Or moves to him, but he's in the air, so he can't really do anything because he's under the power of a cantrip. So it moves to Finn.
You missed the loop.
Well,
Oh,
it's kind of an alley oop. You punched him, he gets sent back down, so it's sort of a spike now.
by the way, at the end of this round, your weirding goes away, Anthony.
Okay.
So this son of a bitch is coming down, right?
Yes. Directly for you.
Is he going to do anything, Joey?
No, it's just a falling body.
He's just falling.
Then I'm gonna fucking spin kick him off the roof as he comes down.
Do it.
Either it's a good roll or a really bad one.
6 successes.
God damn it.
Is it? What difficulty is it?
It's 6.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 successes.
Yeah.
And roll damage.
Okay. So this damage is okay. +3, +5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bashing.
All right. So you send him flying off the roof right as Apollo lands, and his weirding goes away, and you hear a splat as the ogre hits the ground. You're about here, and he was flying down at full speed, then got kicked off the roof. Unless you don't
No.
explain to Apollo why you're in his domain, then you might be back in combat.
Then he's gonna be like, "This is what you get for shooting my girl, bitch."
I will consider the slight upon my domain forgiven for helping me get rid of that. As he hands back the sword. I am not a thief.
And can I say that he like can't see him, but he kind of notices from the way he talks and shit. He's a she.
I'd say that'd probably be
Pretty-
fair to assume.
Okay.
It's up to Anthony ultimately since it's his character, but
I will say it's not even necessary. The way he's acting and the way he just yelled at you and called you commoner, it's pretty damn obvious. Like,
There's no way around that one. Like,
Then while he takes back the sword, he's gonna say, "My apologies, sir.
why are you here?
We have been drawn here by your awakening, sir."
Is this why this place is so damn ugly?
He nods.
from what it sounds to me, she'll sit up, start slowly. Yeah, she's. The bullets are starting to slowly push themselves out, and it doesn't look like she's in any mortal danger because regeneration, yo! Okay.
Mm?
You are, well, you've taken a human body now. You're back in the autumn world.
What happened to you? Were you injured?
Yes, but I'll be quite all right.
No, I'm not talking about that. You seem off.
She kind of blinks a couple of times. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
There's something off about you that I can't put my finger on, and it irritates me. What happened? What did you do? As he's like flying around you, circling you, as if he's discovered something new. Most people, when they don't understand, greet it with anger.
Oh, wait a minute. You didn't happen to come from Arcadia, did you?
Yes.
Oh. Well, you see, I never left here. I didn't go to Arcadia. Never. I've been here the whole time.
So the rot's taking root in your soul, then.
Wouldn't necessarily call it rot myself, but
You don't have. Well, it's sort of there, but circling, flying around you.
And
Yeah.
Finn is going to make his way to Zeal and is going to say, Sir Dawnbreaker, maybe it's time for appropriate introductions.
Is this
Yes,
your
maybe.
vassal?
Yes, this is my squire.
He did well. He's a
Now,
credit to you.
she smiles. She'll look to Finn and ask, "Hey, think you can help me up? My left leg keeps doing something a little weird. It keeps doing this spasm thing, and it's very disconcerting to me."
Yeah, he's gonna like get down on the ground and like pat, 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 and find her.
Yeah,
and then
she'll reach out and like touch her and be like, "Hey, I'm here."
yeah, to Apollon. If he didn't notice it then, he's gonna notice it now. This guy is very obviously blind.
Doesn't care.
That's fair. So I'll say, you're right though. Introductions are in order. I am Lady Zeal Dawnbreaker from House Scatha. And you are?
Scaffage. I have no remembrance, but I will roll it. He may not recognize the house.
That's fair. That's fair. You would expect it, because my house flaw is in full effect when you're in the fucking scene.
Oh my gosh. Look at this amazing roll. I don't understand. What is that? Is this something new that happened in the Autumn world?
No, not really new. That's where we're pretty darn old. About as old as Gwydion.
That sounds right. Wait a minute. I had to get out my full name. Because this arrogant son of a bitch.
Oh shit.
Oh god. Looking. Alright. Actually, give me 1 hot minute.
Okay.
I am Sir Apollo the Bright, Butcher of House Gwydion.
Butcher of House Gwydion. Well, interesting.
Yeah, when he says that, Finn is just going to become awkwardly silent.
You don't happen to make a mean bacon, do you?
Hey. I don't understand these common words you do. What are you talking about?
Well, now I see you are not that kind of butcher. Very well, then. I was hoping you were that kind of butcher.
No. Butcher. Meaning I... He just looks at you like, do I really have to explain this?
No, I fully understand, sir. Did you happen to come back here with the title or anything, or did you just come here as you?
Sir, I am a knight.
Alrighty then. Well then, sir. Certainly good to have you back.
Whose kingdom is this?
This is the Kingdom of Apples, It's currently ruled by Queen Mab. Out of character, it's still ruled by Queen Mab, right?
It's a Mab or David.
No, I think David's Concordia. Isn't it? Or
Depending on
yeah, you may be right. Hold on, I got my Changeling book open. Shit. So, okay, Kingdom of Concordia. There we go. Okay, so it's High King David. Yeah, yeah. Queen Mab rules over the Kingdom of Apples.
I will roll etiquette for that. And then probably self-control.
Oh no.
All right. So Joe, you still here?
Oh no, he said he was gonna be right back. He's getting pizza.
Okay. So I'm just
I'm
gonna.
here. I'm
All
on
right.
hold, so
So gotcha. Is this who rules here? Is this Queen Mab, High King David?
Ab.
Queen Mab?
Okay.
So for me to know that as a knight, I don't have remembrance, but I have etiquette. Can I roll my etiquette?
Yes. Do you have politics? Politics would work too.
Okay.
Yeah. Although he's only just gotten back and Queen Mab wasn't ruling by the time she left.
That's why I said it's probably etiquette, not politics yet.
That's fair. Because you're talking about the Kingdom of Apples, not the local city, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not the duchy.
Or we can just say not have that, and he just said King David, and we could just leave it at that.
Could do that.
So, like, how do you think?
Oh, were you asking me?
Yeah, like, yeah.
Like real talk. Like Apollo. Is it Apollon or Apollo?
Apollo's like the nickname. Apollon is like the full name.
Okay, so Apollon just got back.
Mhm.
He understands the feudal structure, but he doesn't understand who the hell's there. Like he
Okay.
left before the New World was a thing, so he may not know who all these people are.
Gotcha. All right. So he will just simply say, "Who rules here? Take me to them. I am infringing upon their lands. My life would be forfeit if I don't present myself."
So that would be Queen Mab. Unfortunately, yeah, I believe it would be quite difficult to get an audience with her. However, I can do the next best thing for you.
Who's the regent?
I don't care. Is it still Morwen, or was it
Oh,
Morwen? And that was just
I'll be back 1 second.
Oh,
okay. She'll say, right now you are in a county.
whose county? Am I
Count Sylvester of House Fiona. I'm sure we can take you to him. I would take you to the Baron, but he seems to be quite indisposed at the moment.
Well, all right.
Sorry about that. They literally took me off hold right as I was in the middle of speaking. I'm sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, no problem.
Okay.
We're getting it settled, right?
Okay.
All right. He will look over to the satyr. Who knighted you? Is he a squire? Who gave you your vows? Did you take your vows?
Well, let's see, who would that be? Would it
Um,
be Zeal or someone else?
would have been Zeal because of how
Okay.
how interpersonal how Scathach is.
Okay. And then he's gonna say, "That will be Lady Dawnbreaker, sir."
Why a commoner?
Because he was the best I could find.
I find
Yes.
that hard to believe. You couldn't find a she?
No, there weren't many that suited me, as it were.
It, if you've ever seen like a hurt expression on somebody's face, like I don't know how to respond to that. Like,
Hold that shit hit him to the bone, alrighty.
so head tilt.
My house doesn't discriminate against people because of their kith. As I said, quite a bit has changed since you've been gone. Quite a bit you're going to be more than angry about.
Sounds like a flaw if I've ever heard one. It's unheard. Doesn't make sense.
Well, assuming we get out of this rink here, we can certainly help you make it make sense.
With that, he will kind of the floor's not worthy to carry me, as he just looks down.
That's fine. We have a car.
What's a car?
It is a metal horse that moves faster than any horse of flesh.
Some Dougal contraption?
I'm sorry?
He says it's some Dougal contraption. Very,
Some
very,
of them are.
very well. As he
You'll
goes,
just have to give me a few minutes. That way I can move my left arm again. Nothing too big. Yeah. Hey, Joey, let me know when, at least my in-cap health level bleeds off. But I figured they're going to get to the car some fucking way. They ended up on the goddamn roof of this goddamn skating rink.
I mean, it says one health level per hour.
Yeah. Zeal is definitely going to grab that ogre's gun, though. Because that may be good. That may be useful for later.
Oh, she can grab it once we get down to the street.
That's fair.
But yeah, he's gonna say, Lady Dawnbreaker, can we step inside for a second?
Out of character, I didn't hear that again. That was very quiet. I'm sorry.
He said, Lady Dawnbreaker, can we step inside for a second?
Sure, I would not mind that very much. That would be quite fine.
And then they go in. Finn gets his stick back, flicks it open, and then he's gonna lean in and in a very quiet voice, he's gonna say, "I did just made a necklace split on the street, so police are going to be here real soon, and I wouldn't want to leave my cane in here."
Very quiet, dude. Can you speak up?
I'm sorry. He's gonna say, "Well, I needed to get my cane because I just splattered a guy on the street, and police probably will be here real soon. So I didn't want to leave this, which has my initials on it.
But of course. I
Yeah,
mean,
like he's speaking quietly to not to offend the Gudianshi.
yeah, she'll say. May also be a good idea to get that Thalane's blade. Didn't look like that she had any weapons on him. I think he may like it as a trophy.
Sure.
I have never been shot before. I have to admit, Finn, that hurts a lot more than I thought it would. Twice. I got shot twice. It hurt twice as much as I thought it would because I thought I would only experience that pain one time. I was hoping I wouldn't have to experience it ever.
That's what happens. Let's get you to a freehold.
I don't need no freehold. I'm fine.
Zero, you can barely stand.
If you give me some time to sit down,
Which is exactly why we're going into a freehold.
I mean, hmm, it's not necessarily my best idea, but there was a certain freehold not too far away that did not seem to have any occupants in it.
But I have a bigger question now.
Where the hell were the Baron's men during this man's chrysalis?
That and who's gonna drive the car?
Yeah, that is something that I'm trying to figure that out. That's why I kind of need some time, so that way I can heal up, get the bullet that's in my arm out. It's slowly pushing its way out. It kind of hurts.
But let's not rest here because police.
All right, let me improvise a little something. I got this. Um, hey, Joey. This is gonna get
Yes.
real bad. If I just Zeal may have to spend all of her willpower, but she at least wants to get using the car because she's the only fucking one that can drive.
I mean, the Baron's freehold is within walking distance of the ice rink.
Okay, they just want to get their car from out of the vicinity because they both just killed like 3 people. If they can grab the Savartal's blade, Zeal will grab the Savartal's sword with the cheek. And is Apollo going to have a difficult time getting in the car? Is that going to be a thing?
Are you asking him or asking me?
I'm asking Ed. If he can hear
Okay.
me. I'll give him some time to unmute. I'll assume I figure he's not there right now or something's going on. So maybe there will be some difficulty getting him in the car. And Zeal is going to. I'll have to spend willpower for her to actually drive. But you will at least drive out of the vicinity of the skating rink. I don't know how much willpower I need to spend for it. I currently have 4, went up to 5, spent 1. I have 4 willpower in my system, unless I satisfied my my paladin legacy for killing the Sabartal and then using him as a fucking human shield to not die.
I'd say yeah, you're at full. So it'll take at least 4 willpower to get the car out of the vicinity of the ice rink.
Worth. She will go ahead and do that. After which we will say, that very much hurt. I really don't want to ever do that again.
Noted.
Well, about how far from, about how long did it take you guys to get off the roof and talk and everything in character?
I imagine it was only a couple of minutes, if that. They didn't hang around too long.
Okay.
I think most things were just kind of like waiting on me, or waiting on Anne, or waiting on you, or something.
Okay. So yeah, you were able to hide in the car, or at least get it away from the. So what do you do from there?
I do not suggest sleeping in the Baron's freehold without his permission, if he is still alive. However, I do suggest, since there is no one using that right now, we at least take a rest. We are in very, very, very hostile territory, and I would rather be. I'd rather be able to use both my hands in such a case.
Agreed.
Yeah, and so they'll probably be heading back into the freehold. Zeal probably asked for them to not go very far in. Pretty much the parts that they've already, pretty much the hallway that they already went down, they're just going to chill there, at least for a little bit.
Okay. It'll take about 2 hours to fully heal you, even in the freehold.
That's fair. Are we going to hand wave that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, yeah, there's probably a very, very painful moment of her digging the fucking bullets that were shot into her out.
Mm-hmm.
And once she's healed up, she'll stretch out her left arm like, that's so much better. You never quite realize how much you miss an arm until you miss it. Even if it's non-dominant.
I mean, I think I kind of know how it feels to lose something and miss it.
You are quite right. I'm very sorry for the ableist comment.
Yeah, he's gonna let out a very quiet laugh, like he's quite clearly yanking on his chain. But he's trying to be very subtle and discreet about it, not to offend the Gwydion.
So, stands to reason we should get the hell up out of the Bronx.
Seems so.
And I think it would be a mighty fine idea to probably inform somebody up high about what's going on. We may have to come back in here later on with some much, much better trained people with much, much more numbers and start clearing some of those Thalain out. I've never seen them get that bold to just roll up in a skating rink and demand we leave one of our people alone. That was certainly very disrespectful of him.
He nods.
I can also see why they were so afraid, though. I talk all this like I've experienced Thalain. I've never actually fought one before tonight. I cannot say they are very friendly people. Not at all.
Well, if they're all terrorizing people people like this we need to do something about.
But of course, if the Baron's Knights aren't going to do anything about it, it'd be up to us to do something about it. I can certainly see that Apollo will want to do something about it. This is his domain, after all. Well, the skating rink is. Let's not get into it.
Yep.
Even so, all this is going on. Nothing? No one here? No one watching over these people? Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to ask around town, so.
Not before we get you properly healed first.
Well, I'm fine now. Look, she'll wave her arm, like for start kind of slapping her stomach from where she got shot. I assume she got just fucking gut shotted, and that's what knocked her out.
Oh yeah, I can clearly see you're already better.
You know what I mean? Fine. You want to touch? You want to touch? She'll grab Ben's hand and start rubbing his hand all over his stomach and shit.
Oh, that wasn't awkward at all.
I did not even think that was awkward. You need to hush your mouth.
Yes, milady.
Oh, you don't. Oh, why you gotta go there? I wouldn't even try to go there with you. All right. Either way. Maybe if we hit up that Boggin girl's place, the troll lady in front of it, maybe they'll have something to say. Probably in the daytime, though.
But let's get him settled first.
Yeah, of course. Definitely need to bring him to somebody, whether it be the Count or even a neighboring baron, really.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the closest baron to the Bronx anyway?
I'm checking that now.
Because considering
that's literally what I was doing.
yeah, because that would probably be her like best bet. That's what she would probably prefer to do. Bring him to a baron before just being like, hey, Count.
Ever goddamn loads. So we're in the Bronx. Your Manhattan's closest.
The Gwydion Baron.
The Gwydion Baron and the Count.
Okay, yeah. All right, I got you. That actually works perfectly. So
I mean, unless you wanted to take her into Tamed Lightning, but
no, probably be Zeal will probably think like it would probably be better for Apollo to see a housemate, however liberal he may be.
mm-hmm. I don't think he'd be able to handle seeing a commoner Baron either.
Yeah, no, he would die. He would probably kill him or try to. Yeah, so they'll start making their way over into Manhattan.
Okay. Yeah. When you go to collect your car, you do see brain fart. There are police lights at the skating rink. They don't even pay any attention to you as you guys go to collect your car.
Yep, Zeal's getting the fuck up out of that.
So, yeah, you guys are able to easily make it to the Baron's freehold, which is currently um, up in arms. Like there's people, streaming in and out. The guards are, there's new guards. You notice, like the guards at the party, you don't see any of them. There are a bunch of new guards, and it takes you probably an hour to get into the freehold through with all the checks and everything that you end up going through.
Zeal's gonna, Zeal will probably just kind of start asking around like this. There wasn't nearly this much security last night. Is there some kind of issue?
One of the guards would tell her that due to the events at the party last night, the Baron and his Senate are worried, would be an understatement.
I can certainly understand. I hope he'll be able to be seen. We have a new changeling amongst us. She actually.
The guards will. It still takes you probably half an hour after that to get in.
Yeah, she's not trying to rush.
Yeah.
She's very patient. She doesn't mind waiting to be seen. She just needs to know that she needs to be seen.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, when you guys are allowed into the Senate chambers, it's just a little. Well, not I shouldn't say little. It's like a amphitheater type thing. In the freehold with the seats are filled with a couple of nobles, a couple of commoners, and then the Baron is sitting just at the very front of the Senate, or at the front of the rings of chairs. They're just watching you as you approach, as the three of you approach.
Yep. Zeal will stop once it hits a appropriate point. Stop Finn as well, so that he doesn't keep just walking forward. Zeal will bow and say, "I humbly thank you for taking the time to see a humble knight, my lord."
He just raises an eyebrow. I was told you had a new changeling.
Bad idea. And she will outstretch her arms to Apollyon, and she will say, "Might I present Sir Apollyon of House Gwydion?"
He just looks to the new Gwydion.
I think he's still there.
Yeah. Okay. So for that, he will just acknowledge him. Just exchange pleasantries for a bit. And then, yeah. You can probably just hand wave most of that as he's introduced and everything. BRB'd.
Also, my lord, I had a question about the Baron of the Bronx.
You may speak.
Is he currently indisposed at the moment?
His eyes just kind of narrow. Think that.
I'm sorry?
I said whatever would make you think that the Honorable Baron Delacroix is indisposed.
Well, when me and my squire Finn went into the Bronx, we merely took a wrong turn, but we saw the populace in a big hustle and bustle, and they were rushing to the homes. We said it wasn't safe out in the streets. We thought that it was. We didn't quite know what was going on, so we wanted to ask the Baron or some of his knights what was plaguing the Bronx. So we went in. All we found were statues. I certainly hoped they were just regular statues. Statues nonetheless. And when Sir Apollyon crystallized, there were, I believe they were Thale, that attempted to take him and demanded that we hand him over. Well, you see, I had to politely decline that demand. And the whole time there, we didn't see a single one of the Baron's men. That makes me very worried, my lord. I do not mean to disrespect his honorable Baron, or any of his honorable knights. I merely wish to bring up a concern that I had. If I have misunderstood, that I have misunderstood, and I very profusely apologize for it.
He just holds up a hand for you to suddenly just stop speaking, and then looks at the assembled Senate and says, "The Senate is dismissed for the evening."
Oh shit!
No, he was talking to them, not you.
No. That's what I'm saying, though. Is this about to she? This might be she real talk hour?
I'm not in the room, am I?
Yeah, well, you're in the room.
Oh boy, then Finn is going to take a couple of steps back away to let the she talk.
He actually, when you take a step back, the Baron just stops, just like says, "No, Squire, Stormrage, stay with your knight." As a couple of the nobles, as they're streaming, some of the commoners go and they whisper and talk to the Baron, but he just waves them off. And as soon as the last of them, the guards then follow them out. And he stands up. I'm going to assume for now that Apollon went with him. If Anthony comes back, while we're talking, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
And he walks up to Zeal and Finn, getting off of his chair. It's not a throne, it's just a chair, and says, "You understand that this another Baron cannot reasonably send assistance into the Bronx without it being seen as an invasion, and more so being seen as a chance for others to invade, correct?"
Oh, out of character. What was the situation?
So he can't send people into the Bronx to investigate without it seeming like he's invading. Is that he can't do that. That's not how you do that stuff.
Okay.
But and he says, however, House Scathach has never been beholden to the noble orders, to the other noble houses.
That is certainly quite true, my lord Baron.
And he stops for a moment and says, the Count is currently indisposed. He cannot order an investigation, and I cannot have my men investigate. However, as he looks over Finn and Zeal, he says, neither of you are beholden to me or any other baron in this city. Neither the Count. If there is something to be found, if there is something wrong in the Bronx, then it is up to the two of you, and perhaps any other of your housemates in the city, what is wrong, and to bring an answer to the people of the barony of fallen stars.
We will certainly try our best, my lord. Seems that things are in dire straits over there.
He nods. And then he leans in really close to Zeal and just whispers in her ear, alas, the Baroness has dire intentions for this city. and then leans back.
Zeal ain't gonna respond to that, but she will nod, and she will say, "I suppose we shall be on our way then."
He nods. I believe you are correct. Do you have a place to live within the city? Sir, lady. And he kind of pauses out like he's not sure if that's what she'd like to be called or not before continuing. Lady
She,
Dawnbreaker and Squire
yeah, she
Finn,
nods.
you two currently reside.
We have a physical place, if that is what you are inquiring.
He nods. If you require access to the balefire for glamour, you may join in partaking of the balefire of this freehold.
I certainly thank you for that, my lord.
And he kind of sighs and says, "The Baron Delacroix is a good friend of mine. If you need assistance in the investigation, I will do what I can."
I thank you for that as well. We will get to this as soon as possible.
He nods and says, "Very well. I have other duties to attend to. Good day," as he just sweeps out of the room.
As the Baron leaves, Zeal looks over to Finn. It looks like we have quite a bit more to do here than I thought we were going to.
At least it seems like we'll be busy.
I imagine we'd only be here for a month or two. You know, see the sights. Maybe find a nice little lover named Simone. Get my own little, manic pixie dream girl. I don't think that's going to happen, is it? That's probably not going to happen. That's all right, though. Certainly good to get to work. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, he just said probably not.
Okay. I think I need to get to carrying my bigger sword now. Looks at her short sword. Oh, if you want to end it there, Joey, that's a good place.
Oh yeah, but I just want to make sure nobody else had anything they wanted to do. Okay, everything good?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, audience, for watching. Stay tuned for more.